welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I have a really fun, awesome video and collaboration for you. I will let you know more about that in a few minutes. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is my precious Oliver. And we are so happy you stopped by. And if you are returning, you know we are thrilled that you're here as well. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I took some cardboard here and I am using this part of a 18-inch wreath frame, and I just used it to sketch out an arch or half circle, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm taking my square ruler here because I'm trying to make kind of a, well, it's an umbrella shape, a diamond shape kind of a thing. And I'm just using my pencil and my square ruler to draw the lines and connect it. And it did take a little bit to get it the way I wanted it. And it's kind of hard trying to draw a umbrella from scratch, but I think I did pretty good. Then I cut it out, and then I took some more cardboard here and I am just drawing out, it looks kind of like a candy cane, but it's the handle. I actually made the curved part a little bit longer. So then after that, I took my, what's going to be the umbrella base, I guess you could call it, and I took some burlap, and I am going to hot glue the burlap to the base here. I'm just going to go all the way around the back, hot gluing it in place. And if you work with burlap and hot glue, you definitely want to wear some finger protectors because that hot glue does seep through that burlap. And so then after I was done with the base, I went ahead and took some more burlap and I am wrapping the handle. Now, I believe I got this burlap at Walmart. You can get it at Walmart. You can also get it at Hobby Lobby. And I didn't cut it long enough, and so I just took a little piece here and I'm just covering the edge, the end of it, because it was not going all the way around the end. I cut it too short for some reason. And once that was done, I'm just going to hot glue this to the back, the handle to the back, just like you saw. After that, I am taking, I took some poster board because I didn't think I had thin enough cardboard, and I made some circles, and I made 3, and I'm just going to hot glue some burlap to that as well. But then I realized 3 wasn't enough. And then I did find in my stash hiding some cardboard that was thin enough. So I made a couple more circles. After that, I wrapped it. Now, I probably should have wrapped this tighter and made them smaller, which means I would have had to make a couple more. So apparently my base is a little bit bigger than it should have been. But I did get this idea off of Pinterest. This was a Pinterest idea. And I'll link what I was copying in my description box so you can see it. So once I had the 5 of them made, I am just going to hot glue them. Now, see, I should have probably made them smaller so that I could fan them out a little bit more, because you see the gaps on the sides. There shouldn't be any gaps on the sides. So anyways, I'm taking some of this burlap ribbon. I got this off of Amazon. It's in my Amazon store, I believe. And I'm just going to hot glue this above each one of those cones. And then after that, after I go over each one of them, I took some bags to fill inside the cone because my flowers were falling all the way in. So I'm just using my little wire cutters to push that bag inside, and then I'm just going to start filling them with different flowers. Here I've got some Gerber daisies from Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to use I don't know what these are, wildflowers or something from Dollar Tree, and then some ranunculus, or I don't know what they're called, but they're from Walmart. And then I also added some lavender. Then I decided, okay, I don't like that open space there, and I'm just going to add some of that ribbon to the sides there. Then I took some of this ribbon. I got this ribbon from Amazon as well. And I'm just going to hot glue the ends together. Again, I didn't measure. I just kind of laid it down to see if that's the size I wanted. I scrunch the middle up, and then I'm going to tie it with some jute twine, and then I'm going to take some just regular burlap ribbon, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, hot gluing the ends together and scrunching it, and then I tied it to that other bow. Then I'm making the tails of my bow here. I'm taking this ribbon and folding it in half like you see. I'm going to do the same with the burlap, and then I'm just going to mark the halfway point and tie it to the back of my bows. And after that, I am going to dovetail the ends, of course. Got to always dovetail. And then I'm going to hot glue it to that bottom there so that it looked a little more finished. And I guess I dovetailed after I hot glued. And there it is. I think it's still pretty cute. You have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. Okay, so this is the Waste Not, Want Not challenge, and it is a twist on a mystery box hop. So instead of sending a box of mystery crafting items, we had to pick a challenge item that our person had to make with cardboard. The rest of the DIYs could be used with any other kind of trash. So basically, it's trash to treasure. I challenged Kathy Jo, and Tammy with Happiness Created challenged me. So make sure you watch my video and then click on the links below in the description box to see what I challenged Kathy Jo to make, and then follow on with each video as you go to see what everyone was challenged with. I can't wait to see it all. Okay, so here is DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I'm going to take this. I think this came off of some vinyl. And then this came off some ribbon and some tuna cans. So I'm going to start off by removing the round pieces off of that spool from the ribbon. And after I have that all done and removed, I took my measuring tape and a pencil, and I marked for, that was 12 inches long. So I took and marked at the 8-inch line. Now, there would have been a better way to do this. I should have just marked the line going all the way across, but instead I thought, I'll just measure it here on my little mat and then cut it. Well, yeah, I didn't cut straight, so I did have to do a lot of trimming up so that it didn't sit crooked. But once I got it all done, I took my super glue here, and I'm just going all the way around the bottom edge of my paper roll here, and then I'm going to put it on the bottom of my tin can, and then I'm going to use my accelerant. I'm spraying it all around. That stuff just gets it to harden within seconds, and it sets. And I do have some of that in my Amazon store as well. So as you can see, I traced out some more cardboard because I wanted to give it a little more strength. I didn't feel like it was sturdy enough, and then I'm just gluing that round piece to that cardboard. And then I'm using my super glue here again and my accelerant, and I'm going to glue it to that that cardboard bottom piece like you see right there. And then I'm just going to spray it, hold it for about 7 seconds, and it is set. After I did both of those, I took some of these stickers I got from Dollar Tree. They've been in my stash forever, and I'm going to decorate my can with it. So I'm just going to go around the can with this. Now it's very sticky on the back, so I felt like I didn't need to do anything to it other than add it. And of course it didn't go all the way around, so I'm just cutting off a second piece here. Now I did have two sets of these that I ended up using, of these sets of these stickers. So I basically pretty much used one set on each candlestick that we're making. So once I did the top part, I decided to do the middle part too. I just wanted it to be more than just, a round tube there. And then once I had them both done, I painted them with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. Then I decided, of course, it needed some distressing, so I took my elephant chalk paint here, and I'm going over all of that beaded stickers there. And then I decided, okay, it needs more than that, so I am going to distress the top part of the can and the bottom part of the can, And I'm also going to distress the sticker part that's around the middle of my candlestick. And then I just went pretty much all over. Then I did not like that rough edge. And so I decided to take some of this braided jute cord that I get from Amazon. And I am just going to hot glue it around the bottom. And I did go around it twice to make sure that it was fully covered because I did not want to see the edge. And I thought about using ribbon, but ribbon would have been too wide. I didn't have any that would have fit there. So I decided to go ahead and use this twine. So, and I figured, with the distressing, it is kind of rustic anyway, so why not add some of this too? So then I went around where the paper roll meets the bottom there. I went around the bottom with some more twine. I also went around right underneath the can, but you can't really see it. And then I decided to go around the top part of the can. And so I'm just going to hot glue it a little bit here and there as I wrap it around the top. And did I do the bottom part of the can? I can't remember. We'll see here in just a moment. Yes, I did. I also did the bottom part of the can. Then I took a piece of pool noodle. I stuck it inside the can, and then I'm just going to go around with some Boxwood Greenery and fill it all up. And I added a couple of candles on the top of my pool noodle. And that's all there is for this one. Look at what you can make with cans and paper rolls. It's amazing. I love Trash to Treasure. I think it's so much fun trying to figure out what you can make with trash to make it look pretty. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, so I wanted to take this moment, of course, to thank all my wonderful subscribers. You guys are amazing. You mean the world to me. And if you enjoyed today's video, please hit that subscribe button before you go. And then, of course, if you guys would like to support my channel, you can do so by giving me that thumbs up, commenting, watching the ads. And if you would like to help with my crafting supplies, you can buy me a coffee, and you can find the links to that as well as to all my social media accounts in the description box below. Okay, so it is a time for a celebration of your recreations. And Talitha made these cute peeps. She recreated my peeps, and I love her. In fact, I think hers came out better than mine. And then Pamela, oh, I love all of these, are so pretty. Thank you so much for sharing. And then we got these beautiful pieces from Kathy. Oh, they are just lovely. I love them. And then we have May. She recreated one of my DIYs, and I love it. And make sure you check out her channel. It's Crafting Away with May. Okay, if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase for you, all you have to do is send me pictures to that email address listed there, or through Instagram or Facebook Messenger, and I would be thrilled, more than happy to showcase them for you. So here is the challenge item. So Tammy with Happiness Created challenged me to make this out of cardboard for Oliver. Oh my goodness. So I had to go to Walmart and buy some large boxes because I did not have any boxes large enough. So I'm just using a box cutter here to go and cut where the seam was to open it up. After that, I drew out a door, and here I'm just drawing out the window. And then once I have them all drawn out, I will also use a box cutter to cut them out. After this, I am going to hot glue the ends back together to make it a box shape. So, and I also cut out a big hole, which you see right there on the end of it, so that Oliver would have a way to go into the round part of this house. After that, I took another box here, and I am taking this T ruler, I think you call it, and I am using one of my embossing tools, and I am just going around and scoring it. I'm scoring that whole box. So as you see, I'm just once I get done scoring it, I move the ruler to that line that I just scored, and then I score again. And like I said, I go all the way down this box. After that, I go right through those scored lines, and sometimes I had to use my other hand to kind of help push it. But then I would just, bring it up along that crease, so that way it would bend and I could make it into a circle. After I had it into the size I wanted, I took some foam, that my husband had, and I have it on top of the foam, and I'm just drawing it out or tracing it out. And then I'm using a box cutter to cut through the foam. Once I have this all done, now in that original piece, this round part was with a basket. I didn't have a basket big enough, so that's why I'm using the foam. So I took some of these placemats from Dollar Tree, and this is where I'm making the windows that are on the round part. I cut out the sizes that I needed, and then I'm just going to hot glue those plastic mats. I think they're like cutting board mats to those holes there, as you see. After that, I decided to tape those two big pieces together, the square part of the house and the round part. So I'm using some packing tape. Now, I don't know. This, you guys, took me like 2.5 days to do. I was so done with this project. Oh my goodness. I wanted to strangle Tammy after this. So I took some more cardboard, cut it out, and I'm just making the roof of the square part. And I hot glued it together. Now, this is my husband. He's helping me. We are using packing tape to tape the round piece and that foam piece together. It's hard to see, I know. But then after that, we reinforced it with duct tape because I knew that if we used hot glue, it would just melt the foam. And so we just felt like this would be the best way to connect it. Nobody would see the tape. After that, I took some cardstock here because I was trying to figure out how to make the stairs. And you can see all my lines and all my folds because I was moving it around, trying to figure out how do I make the stairs. I tell you, this part stressed me out the most, the stairs. So once I had the template created to where I knew it would work, I took 4 pieces of cardboard, and I am making 4 pieces for the stairs because see how it has the blue writing on the cardboard? I didn't want you to see that. So I'm going to hot glue 2 of those pieces together, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm just hot gluing. And as you guys can see, I'm actually in my living room doing this because this piece was going to be so big, I knew there would be no way I could do this in my craft room. So I was out in my living room, which Oliver liked because he likes it when I'm in the same room as him. So then I'm taking some hot glue and I'm just going to hot glue these together or to that big box. And I put hot glue on both sides of it as well. Then I took some more pieces to make the stairs. I doubled them up because I didn't want you to see the writing. Plus I figured it made it more sturdy. And then I'm just going to hot glue them in place. After that, I decided instead of making the top part like the challenge piece, I was tired of cutting cardboard. And so I decided I was going to use this fence from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going along and hot gluing this fence around the square part of the house. Now I was going to go around this round part, but it wasn't wanting to stick with going around. So I didn't. I just ended up leaving that. But I did take some material here from Dollar Tree and I am just hot gluing it to that foam piece just to cover up the foam. And then once I had it all hot glued, I just trimmed off all the excess and cut all of that down. And then after that, I decided to cover the edge with some rope. So I'm just going around that round piece with the rope, and I do go around it twice. I wanted to make sure you couldn't see the edge at all, and then if there was any material sticking out, I cut it out. And that is all there is. I didn't add the welcome. I forgot to add the welcome over the door, and I was going to add some little bones on it, but I thought you might like to enjoy seeing the final piece with Oliver sitting there. He's not sure what to do with it. He's like, Mama, why do you have me on this? And then I also did finish the inside of it with some contact paper I got from Walmart, and that was just so you didn't see the blue writing. So anyways, you'll have to let me know how I did on this challenge item. What do you think of it? I don't know if Oliver really likes it. He doesn't want to. I try to get him up there, and I actually have to put him up there. He doesn't want to climb it, so we'll see. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Here is the final reveal of the other 2 items that I created. Make sure you check out the links in the description box below and check out what everybody was challenged to create and how it came out. I can't wait to see it. So with all of that being said, you guys, I will be back again, I believe, on Tuesday. I'm trying to have a video ready for Tuesday. So have those notification bells set. And with all that, have a blessed weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.